But yeah, the character Jules was it came from this blog post, and I I love cats of all shapes, types, sizes. You know, I am definitely a feline person, so I thought, man, it would be cool if the alien race was feline of some sort. Um, and so that's where they came from. And then I thought, well, you know, let's literally do a little play on, you know, some old animal rivalries, and we'll give them an enemy that's common to them in nature. And that's kind of the story came about. The paranormal aspects, I love powers. I love abilities. I cannot stress that enough. I love things that are just so out there. Not necessarily magic, like with the fantasy genre, but I'm seriously talking about superhuman powers, telepathy, telekinesis. If you're able to fly, super speed, you know, any power you can conceivably think of that you've read in a comic or seen in a movie. I like that kind of stuff. So I thought, well, let's give her some powers. Um, but I didn't want a all powerful type of character, because then the character is not relatable. So I decided to give her a handicap of some type with her powers, and it came to me that because she was telepathic, what's the one thing a telepath fears more than anything? Well, there's actually a couple, but the biggest thing is not being able to shut out thoughts that's constantly, you know, are going through people's heads. And that's how I came up with her disability, as they call it in the story, is that she cannot do a mental shield to save her life. I mean, even if her life depended upon it, she just is unable to shield her mind. And because of this little glitch with her powers, she has to have a anchor. Now, anchors are males, and they can be females, but in this case, for Jules, it's always a male. But they are telepaths that are able to extend their natural mental shielding over another person. They are able to help protect that person's mind. Jules has partners that are older than her, usually 15 years, if not older than her, and she's in the military, so they, you know, go on assignments. And that's kind of like the backdrop for Jules, is the fact that you have this telepath that's incredibly strong, but yet she's incredibly weak because of a problem with her powers. She's very lonely. I always explore things of loneliness and family ties. Those are kind of like my favorite things to do in stories. But she's very lonely, and even though she has her anchor, Jeremy, he's like the closest thing to family she's ever had. And he's now in a position where his powers are burning out, because anchors cannot maintain this shielding forever. So she's constantly rotating through anchors. And now the one person she kind of depends upon is, you know, having the same problem that all his predecessors had. So this is the backdrop for Jules. So you throw in a dash of aliens, dash of intergalactic warfare, one disabled telepath, some crazy human rights groups, and you have Jules.